Imagine this. You're fumbling for a light switch in a dark room. Your alarm clock is blaring. You're already late, but you have to run back to the front door because you can remember if you locked it. Instantly, the lights gently fade up. Soft music starts playing, and you hear the coffee machine gurgling to life. The difference is night and day. A home that works for us, anticipating our needs, where tedious little tasks But does it actually deliver? Or is this promise of a talking house just another layer of tech-fueled complicational mess of apps, passwords, and frustrations we definitely don't need? Now, picture this instead. A calm, clear voice says, "Hey Google, good morning." Feels less like setting up a home and more like studying for a networking exam. Then came the promised savior. Matter is an open source standard from all the big players. Apple, Google designed to be a universal language so all our devices can finally talk to each other. Not every device supports it yet, and there are still bumps in the road. To make this all work, you're putting always-on microphones in your living room, kitchen, and bedroom. A speaker in the corner softly plays a news podcast, and as I walk into the hallway, the lights turn on automatically. The result wasn't just saving a few minutes. It changed the entire tone of the morning from chaotic and reactive to calm and proactive. The convenience was undeniable. You're trusting these companies with a ton of data about your daily habits. While I pour my coffee, I can ask the smart display for my schedule, the weather, and my commute time. It really helps the channel out. And let me know in the comments, what is the one daily annoyance you would love to automate away? Before, I was constantly washing my hands to set a timer on my phone. It's the kind of futuristic stuff we saw in movies, and it actually works. Or, Alexa, how many tablespoons in a quarter cup? A smart thermostat that automatically adjusts when you reawake can lead to real savings on heating and cooling bills. Smart lights that ensure they're never left on in an empty room also cut down on waste. So, while the initial cost is a factor, there's a real return on investment over time. It's a trade-off, and one that sat in the back of my mind. The biggest benefit of a smart home has almost nothing to do with talking to it. While a majority of consumers have concerns about data, privacy, and device security, the convenience is a powerful lure. The talking is cool, but the silent, invisible automation is where the true magic is. It's the lights that turn off by themselves because you left the room. It focuses on the gimmick, not the real value. Drop it in the comments below. And if you want to see more deep dive experiments like this, make sure you're subscribed for what's next. For all the seamless magic, there are moments of baffling failure. But if you focus on solving specific, repetitive annoyances, your biggest daily So start small. Automate one thing that drives you nuts. A smart plug on your coffee maker, a smart lock on your front door. See how it feels. Sometimes a command is just misheard. I once asked for light rock music and got every single light in the house blasted to full brightness. It's not just about talking to your house, it's about building a home that quietly takes care of the little things, so you can focus on the big ones. For all the headaches, the moments when the system worked were genuinely transformative. The morning routine, the peace of mind leaving the house, the convenience in the kitchen. These things solved real, everyday problems. Over time, they save a mountain of small efforts, freeing up your time and mental space. There's a reason satisfaction rates for smart home users are incredibly high. When it works, it makes life tangibly better. Sometimes a device just drops off the network and needs a full reset. This reliance on connectivity is a real weakness. Every smart light in the house turns off. The thermostat switches to its energy-saving away mode. With one command, Alexa, it's movie time. The living room transforms. The main lights dim to 10%. The colored accent lights behind the TV shift to a deep blue. The blinds close, and the TV and soundbar turn on. The smart home offered a completely different experience. We created a single good morning routine. From my phone, miles away, I can check if the door is locked. The conversation around smart homes usually focuses on convenience for tech-savvy users, but the impact on accessibility is truly transformative. If a motion sensor is triggered unexpectedly, I get an instant alert. Being able to turn on lights, lock the door, or call a loved one with just your voice can make a world of difference. It removes physical barriers and makes daily tasks safer and easier. This remote access and control is one of the most powerful parts of a connected home. Enhanced security is one of the main reasons people adopt this tech, and our experience showed us why. That nagging mental checklist? Are the lights off? Is the TV off? Did I turn down the thermostat? Is the front door locked? This daily dose of doubt was a perfect candidate for automation. For every 3 smart bulbs that connected perfectly, there was one rogue plug that refused to join the network. It really highlighted the core problem. Is the convenience they promised worth all this initial and sometimes ongoing complexity? I spent 2 hours trying to get a single smart lock to calibrate. There were definitely moments of frustration where I stared at a loading screen and wondered if it was all worth it just to avoid flipping a switch. That sinking feeling on your way to work when you think, Did I lock the door? The sheer annoyance of trying to light up the kitchen when your hands are full of groceries. Smart home tech promises to get rid of all those little daily frictions. We took a regular, dumb house and packed it with smart everything. Lights, locks, cameras, speakers, thermostats, even the blinds. The beginning of our easier life was, ironically, incredibly hard. The first challenge was just picking a side. It's like a tech version of choosing a sports team. Are you Team Google, Team Alexa, or Team Apple? Each has its own ecosystem, its own loyal devices, and its own quirks. If it could be connected, we connected it. If it could talk, we gave it a voice. We lived in the future for a while, and I have to tell you, the results are going to surprise you. 1. The agitation. A glorious, complicated mess. For years, the smart home world has been a mess of different devices speaking different languages, which leads to huge incompatibility issues. And while Matter is making things better, the reality is, we're still in a transition period. The setup was a glorious, tangled mess of wires, apps, and a steep learning curve. 2. The solution. The morning routine transformed. After days of troubleshooting, the system was finally online. The house was officially smart, and this is where things started to turn around. My old morning routine was a symphony of jarring alarms and fumbling in the dark. Now, instead of a blaring alarm, my day starts with the bedroom light slowly fading up over 5 minutes, like a natural sunrise. Down in the kitchen, the smart plug on the coffee maker has already done its job. This is the power of automation. It's not one thing. It's a cascade of small, helpful events triggered by one command. 3. The solution. Leaving the house and unlocking peace of mind. The next big pain point we wanted to fix was the stress of leaving the house. We created another routine, triggered by the phrase, "Hey Alexa, I'm leaving." The result is immediate and deeply satisfying. That single command gives you incredible peace of mind. The anxiety of forgetting something is just gone. Plus, the security benefits are huge. 4. The solution, daily life, and the magic of entertainment. The real test of a smart home isn't just the big routines. It's in the small moments of daily life. Take cooking. Your hands are often covered in flour or something sticky, but the most magical use we found was creating the perfect vibe for entertainment. We set up a movie night routine. It's pure showmanship, yes, but it's undeniably cool. It takes something routine and makes it feel like an event. 5. The solution, accessibility, and the unexpected wins. We also discovered that some of the biggest benefits of a talking smart home were ones we didn't expect. For people with mobility challenges or for older users, voice control isn't just a nice, it can be a lifeline to independence. Another surprising win was energy efficiency. It seems weird that plugging in more stuff could save energy, but it can. 6. The result, the verdict, and the surprising truth. So, after living in our fully automated, talking house, what's the verdict? First, the but. The complications, life in a smart home isn't perfect. The biggest problem is reliability. And that leads me to the most surprising result of our whole experiment. The voice commands are just the flashy interface. But the real, life-changing power isn't in the talking. It's in the automation. The best parts of our smart home were the ones we eventually forgot were even there. So, do smart devices make life easier when they talk? Yes, they absolutely can. But the question itself is a little flawed. A smart home isn't a magic bullet for all your problems. It takes an investment of time, money, and patience. The future of the smart home, with standards like Matter maturing and AI, making assistants even smarter, looks incredibly bright. That was our journey into the automated home. Now I want to hear from you. What are your experiences?